to 50 Movies in 50 Weeks. I'm your host, Joey Hollywood, and we are on the penultimate movie of this 50 movie box set, and it's pretty exciting. I know for you guys this has been a year, but for me it's been under 6 months. I've watched so many of these movies in such a short amount of time, and to be honest, it's kind of driven me a little batty. And today we have a pretty fun little movie. It's called Dementia 13 from famous Italian-American director Francis Ford Coppola. This is his directorial debut, produced by Roger Corman. This was the B movie on one of his bigger productions. I can't remember what the bigger movie was. It was... Sorry, if it looks like I'm wiggling around, it's because I'm playing with this to keep him calm while I try to do these videos. But I really enjoy this movie. I remember seeing this movie on some box set years ago, probably something similar to this. And I remember being really surprised with how much I enjoyed it. Francis Ford Coppola has described this movie as a ripoff of a ripoff because it's supposed to be kind of like a retread of a movie called Homicidal, which itself was a ripoff of Psycho. So I'm not sure if I've ever seen Homicidal. I know it's directed by William Castle, so there's a chance I've seen it because I've seen a lot of William Castle movies. But I can't say for certain I saw that one. And due to the nature of these videos where I'm just doing everything off the cuff, I didn't really think about looking it up beforehand. But this is a really fun movie, and this is probably the first time I've seen the theatrical cut in many years. And I did something for this that I don't normally do for these 50 movies in 50 weeks things. After I watched the version that was on here, I went back and watched the director's cut on Blu-ray. And personally, this is the way to go. The theatrical cut has added scenes of a poacher, and they're kind of played for comedy, and all they really add is one more body to the kill count. That's all it really adds to the movie. And it also telegraphs who the killer is far earlier on in the film, which I think is a negative. Because if you watch the theatrical version, when they reveal who the killer is, and it's like, oh, well, that's obvious. Where the director's cut kind of has more of a wide net on who the killer could be. Well, not a wide net. It's one of two people. But if you watch the theatrical version that's on here, it's very obvious who the killer is. The movie itself opens up with a couple on a boat, and it's just exposition dump the scene. The guy in the boat says, "If I die, you're gonna get nothing because my mom hates you." And then he dies. He just has a heart attack and dies. It's very, it feels very film student. I think I look back on some of my old short films from high school, and I could see myself doing the same thing. But what the movie makes up for it with atmosphere, and I really like the cinematography, the camera direction in this. Which is funny because when the movie came out, apparently it was the direction in the movie was highly criticized. They called it stilted, I believe. And I think especially in this HD version, it is a very interesting looking movie. It's a decently compelling mystery, nowhere near on the level of Psycho, and I'm just going to assume not on the level of Homicidal, but still a very entertaining flick. So I think a decently strong directorial debut from Francis Ford Coppola. I very much enjoy this movie. I'm glad I watched it twice, because the second time was definitely a lot better on this Blu-ray. If you have a chance to watch this movie, I highly recommend it, and if you can watch this version of it, this is the one to go with. This is the third movie in a row where I said, this movie's great, don't watch the one on the specific box set I'm reviewing. But, whoa, hey kitty. Sorry, I'm trying to get these videos done fairly quickly, and Mark Anthony is just playing around, being a menace. So, but luckily I think we're done with this video. Watch the movie. It's fantastic. I'll see you next time. Remember, please be kind and rewind.